discussion. Our keynote speaker for this session is Mr. Cristian Valdes. Mr. Carter is the Director of Innovation Norway in India and also Commercial Counselor at the Royal Norwegian Embassy in New Delhi. He holds a master's degree in law from the University of Bergen, has held various leadership roles and board positions in privately held companies and public-private partnerships, and comes with wide experience from the Norwegian business community. His career has spanned numerous sectors, including fisheries, smart cities, tourism, transport and communications, port development, offshore energy, and subsea energy. We are delighted to have Mr. Carter with us, and I request him to address us as a keynote speaker on the topic, setting up of centers of excellence on hydrogen. You have the floor, Mr. Carter.
Thank you, Excellency. I hope that I'm audible. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings from Innovation Norway and the Norwegian Embassy in New Delhi. It is great to be here, and I just came back from a very inspiring inaugural session at the Taj, and it was really encouraging to see so many distinguished guests and so many inspiring proceedings. So I look forward also to a very fruitful session together with you all, my co-speakers. So as I said earlier today, during the opening session, a successful transition to a sustainable energy future will require many things. It will require technology. It will require new business models, large-scale investments in technology and infrastructure. It will require regulatory frameworks, roadmaps. It will require international cooperation, and of course, as I also pointed out, leadership. In Norway, where I come from, we have many different projects within hydrogen. At the moment, we are developing along 50 different hydrogen projects in more than 50 locations. And this is it's a huge effort, and it involves more than 100 different companies and research institutions across the entire hydrogen value chain. A lot of these projects, they include the production of green hydrogen, blue hydrogen, red hydrogen from biogas combined with CCS, carbon capture and storage. But hydrogen is it's more than just production of clean energy. And we are also developing technologies, solutions, and safety standards for storage, transportation, distribution, and application of hydrogen, not least. Now, none of this would have been possible without close and transparent cooperation between government, local municipalities, businesses, the research community, and of course, universities and academia. And an important platform and enabler for such a cooperation are the clusters, or the so-called centers of excellence. So what is a center of excellence? Well, a cluster or a center of excellence is a collaborative competence center established by joint efforts between government institutions, agencies, industry, research, and academia. The very same players that are now conducting several projects, not only in Norway, but in different parts of the world. What they offer is facilitation of business collaboration, as well as information and guidelines to accelerate business development. So even before the green shift, we had several clusters around the world. Many of them you already know from different parts of the world, like Silicon Valley. In Norway, we had very productive dynamic clusters within the oil and gas business. Now, some of them have emerged, and they have been a very important catalyst for what we call the green shift in Norway. And what kind of is very about the clusters is they are often co-located in industrial areas. well-developed industrial areas with well-developed value chains. Sometimes they're also co-located with important and strong research institutions. The most important and the most successful cluster, they have facilitated spin-outs, business collaborations, and in all commercialization of business ideas. If my laptop hadn't crashed an hour ago, I would have shown you a very, very nice slide of different clusters, not only in Norway, but around the world, that have emerged into powerful centers of excellence, or what we say now in Norway, centers of expertise. I will maybe submit it later today. Now, if we try to transfer this to an Indian context, we know that India is quite uniquely placed to develop a hydrogen ecosystem. It has a lot of wind, it has solar energy, and it's developing a quite substantial, is emerging into quite a substantial energy market, not only for its own needs, but also it could very well become an export hub, as was emphasized earlier today in the inaugural session. There are, however, some developments that need to be made with respect to infrastructure, technology, storage, distribution, and safety standards, and so on. And the way forward would be to